Japanese lesson number 1 for today. Maybe he's speaking of himself, like before he met Muramasa. Okay, maybe you will not die a painful death. Visible confusion. Well, maybe this is just a perspective, but it looks huge, and apparently this has boobs. Are you, Muramasa, trying to tell me that my theory is right? Gravity? Gravity? Yeah, but gravity. Gravity. Maybe use gravity instead. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Muramasa. Yeah, so I hope you liked the last episode, because I know you liked the beach episode. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm recording this when the previous one is still not uploaded. I'm going to upload it today, actually. And yeah, you really liked that episode, don't you? Didn't you? And I have, I think, pretty much perfect combo for my question about how Muramasa was like hidden on the beach and everything. So enjoy it. The collaboration between the comment section and the Discord. Let's go!
And his name is John C.
Let's continue. I think that just went like perfectly. I did not expect it. That's like, wow. How do you guys like come up with this? Let's see, who the hell is that?
はい。廃棄係からの報告なのですが、
ネクロがカニバに目覚めたか？わかった。許可する。
What?
いえ、そういったことは特に。
リサイクル精神の足りねえ連中だ。少しは俺を見習えっつうの。で、
侵入者を発見、捕獲したとのことです。
なんだ、生の方か。そいつらの身元はどっかのスパイか。ああ。
That face. Wow. Okay. I don't think I can comment on this. That's cursed.
いや、めんどくせえ。燃料庫に放り込んどけ。
取り調べはしなくてよろしいのですか？
どっちにしろやることは一緒じゃん。スパイだろうが、ただのアホだろうが。
それはそうですが。
Who do they cast?
超無駄なことすんな。こっちだって報告書読むのはかったりんだよ。つうか俺、3行以上の活字を見ると火つけたくなる人だしさ。
He's like so not interested in this whole situation.
わかりました。ではそのように処理しておきます。
よろしく。じゃねえよ、ちょっと待ておい。
はい。
なんで廃棄係が侵入者見つけんだよ。警備隊は何やってた？
Patrols were not on the back of the island.
それが以前から廃棄用区域の警備は甘く。
どうして？
警備の者は皆あの辺りの巡回を嫌がるのです。
Okay.
出るとかで。
That's weird.
それはなんだ？とてつもなく奥深いギャグか？
Wow.
深すぎて笑いどころがわかんねえぞ。
残念ながら本気です。というより思い込みでしょうがね。あそこで何が廃棄されているのかは彼らも知っていますから。
アホか、死ね。警備隊に言っとけ。こんなことがもう一度あったらおめえらも燃料庫行きだったな。
伝えます。
So did we like skip like few hours or something and they just got like maybe not captured but willingly let themselves captured? Like Kageaki and maybe Otori? I don't think Ayane would be here. Ayane is like, yeah, they wouldn't like allow her to getting like cats like that. If this is like on purpose, if not then yeah.
今日はまあいいや、体調だけで。
Unless we are talking about someone else.
処理しとけ。
はい。
かったり。イラつく。殺す。犯す。うるせえ。死ぬ。
Wow. He's really verbal about his frustration.
なんかやる気出てきた。仕事すっか。ハニーの様子見るからバッテリー出しといて。今日はワンブロックでいい。
はい。
Okay, so this is not our gang. That was someone else. Interesting. So that back area is something that, like a dumpster for them. They like dropping corpses there, basically. And they call them as fuel. Interesting. They are not burning them, because they're still corpses. So what do they use as fuel? Like a blood? Maybe? Like they just drench them like out of blood and then just toss them away? Huh. Interesting. Today the beach is cool, positively frigid. After yesterday's heat, it is still far warmer than it should be at this time of year, but at least we found some use for our regular clothes. Resigned sighs have been local reaction to this abrupt fluctuation in temperature. I was able to glean from some of them that such occurrences have been frequent even since Enoshima's abnormalities began to manifest. I'm sorry.
夜までは待ちですか?
Oh. I so love this soundtrack. This is Ayana's soundtrack, right? I'm correct? I think I'm correct. Yeah, this is Ayana's soundtrack. This is Ayana's soundtrack, never mind. I just love it. Like, wow. Sorry, I just, yeah. Ichijo and I, alone on the beach. Will not return to the island looming before us until tonight. Normally, that would leave the day to gather intelligence, but when the tourists fled from the sudden cold and the shops, built to serve them dark and empty, there's little prospect for new information. I hate to waste time, but we're left with no choice. All we can do is wait patiently for night to come.
寂しいですね.
Also, some of you like this episode's like this chapter of Muramasa like the most, or like you treat it like one of the best, apparently, and I'm in the treat. So I wonder what will happen, and I wonder if my previous episode's Death Flags episode, how much of it is true and how much is missed. Yeah, maybe I just made an idiot out of myself there. Probably I did. I'm sorry, that was a very weird day back then, so I hope you at least enjoyed that.
Oh.
I look around, knowing that Chichijo does not mean the fact that we have to wait. She's talking about the state of Katase. By all rights, a small flotilla of fishing boats should be out there on the water, racing the hull on the catch. In the catch of the day before the hot sun reaches its peak. Instead, the boats are laid up on the sand, and their crews stand idle faces green. This is the truth of Katase. The lively atmosphere of yesterday was temporary, brought from the outside by those who knew nothing of this place or its plight. Enoshima beauty is no more, and now even Katase is slowly following it into ruin. There's no need to ask who's to blame. Yep.
許さね.
Yep, Rokuhara. Also, she didn't say Rokuhara.
許さね.
She just said unforgivable. Japanese lesson number 1 for today.
許さね.
Yurusane. Ichija's soft growl reaches my ears. It prompts me to speak. This is not the first time I have heard in her voice the harsh tones of malice staining at its leash.
一条
Yeah, she's so emotionally attached to this case. I think like this case is like... Maybe not. I thought like this might be like the most like important case for her, but Nah, last time we had like basically her mother, friend dying and stuff, yeah. Never mind.
はい。
六原の憎いか。
She does. She seems to hesitate. Oh! Though likely only because my question surprised her. I have little doubt the answer comes to her readily.
憎いです。だって間違ってるじゃないですか。
There's no refuting her guiltless statement. Indeed, Rukhara tyranny is wrong. I could make the case that no government in the history of the world has been without its share of skeletons in the closet, or that dictatorship is better than anarchy, or even that it's necessary with the Western powers looming over Yamato. Rokuhara is not without arguments in its favor. But what defense would clever apologies offer against her accusations? As sharp as a needle and unbending as an oak? Try as one may, there is no denying that they have done and are still doing wrong. One need only look at the ruins of Osaka to know that beyond a doubt. And so, an attempt to justify the wrongdoing is merely a balm against one's shame, the shame of being helpless to challenge those wrong in the open. Ichijo refuses to speak solace in excuses, choosing instead to acknowledge not only her enemy's evil, but also the undeniable truth of her own impotence. Her will is strong, unnaturally so.
お前の力では六原を倒せない。
I think she's well aware of that. At least now. I feel like Ichijo changed a lot. Before she might have thought that she can like make a change, do something. But since she joined like Minato, she saw all that crazy stuff that's going on around. She may realize that she's just a human and a kid as well, and she don't have real like influence or power to do anything like really. Well, it doesn't matter if you, yeah, you can do anything about them. You just, yeah, this is that Kagayaki. This is like separate stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why you even ask this?
はい。それは関係のない。
Yeah, thank you, Ichijo. It doesn't matter.
無力は悔しいです。だから私も戦える力が欲しいです。でも、たとえこの先ずっと無力なままでも、私は六原を憎みます。あいつらが間違っていることに変わりはないんですから。私は絶対六原を認めません。否定します。
Yep.
力のあるなしには関わりなく。
Well, by just like having this kind of attitude, who knows? Maybe she can like be a spark, a lead of like some kind of rebellion or something against Rokuhara. Might be. I must fight, therefore I shall. To reach this conclusion does not require one to consider the probability of success. I've heard those words before. Proud, arrogant words, spoken by a man who had no rights to speak them. Was he the same before? Maybe he's speaking of himself, like before he met Muramasa. Or maybe before he used Muramasa, because if Muramasa was in possession of his family, then he saw her, like many times probably, as a kid.
お前は六原と戦うか。力がどれほど及ばなかろうと。
Also, yeah, just to not be confused, where is it? I've heard this word before by a man who had no right to speak them. Yeah, it may sounds like he's speaking about someone else, but I think like he's speaking about himself, like, you know, other man like he was before he met Muramasa, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
はい。
俺もそうだ。 敵の力は確実に俺を凌駕
Pretty much.
比べることがバカバカしいほ
Yep.
ど圧倒的な開きがある。
But you are gaining her power. Slowly. And I'm afraid, kinda, of that. As I established in one of the previous episodes. I think it was in the Avenger episode in the end of chapter 3, when I got my theory about what's happening with Muramasa and what potentially might be in the end or at some point of the story.
だが、戦
Oops,
銀
sorry.
星号ですか。
そうだ。
正直信じられません。港さんよりも、しかもそんな比べ物にならないほど強いなんて。
Well, he lost once already in the prologue.
事実だ。つまらぬ謙遜は言わん。過去に幾度か、あれと太刀を交える機会があったが、
Yep.
かすり傷一つ、負わせた試しはない。
Wow. So much as scratched. Hey, but you managed to scratch her. That's something, right?
それでも俺はあれを制する。力の不足は必然たる戦いから逃げる言い訳にはならない。戦いが必然であるなら、元より逃げ場などはない。
Okay, now I have a question. Because we don't... I feel like Muramasa will tell me the story later on. But that just made me think a little bit. I don't know, maybe I thought about this before, but I forgot, and now it just like flew to my mind again. What's the purpose? I mean, I know, right? Kinseigo is like making people like mad, killing each other. She's just like destroying stuff. But first of all, why she's doing that? Is it just because she just batshit crazy basically? Because of the course? And the influence she have on the pilot? And she's just like killing for fun? Or if she have like deeper like reason for that? And why Minato want to stop her? Is it only because it's her sister? It's his sister? Maybe he just feel like he have to do this because Kinseigo is operated by his sister and this is like family issue. Might be just that. Or if he sees like problem with Kinseigo just using her power to like just make chaos. I don't know if I make any sense right now. Probably not. But yeah, I wonder like from both perspectives, from Kinseigo of what was her name? God damn it, what's Kageaki's sister name? Hikari? No, Hikari. By the way, lesson number 2 of Japanese, Hikari means light. Hey, actually, if her name would be Hikari, that would be awesome. Whoa, hey! Holy shit! Wait, maybe I'm right. Am I right? Her name is Hikari or something else? It's something among like Hika something. If her name is Hikari, which means light, Kageaki means maybe not Kageaki, but Kage from his name means shadow. So we have like polar opposites here. We have like evil Kinseigo. Basically, what we get from now, at least, we are having like Kinseigo showing up as a bad character and Muramasa and Kagaki as the good ones, even though they're like semi-good, I would say. But we have light on the bad side and darkness, shadow, on the good side. Holy shit, that's good. Wow, I love it. But I think I messed up her name. But maybe Maybe her name is... Maybe it means also light. Even if it's like slightly changed. Like Kageaki, only his first like letters means Kage, shadow. So maybe like Hika something, I don't know. Oh well, I just got like into my thoughts because of that. Sorry about that.
ただ敵を打ち砕く力を得るのみだ。
Do you mind if I talk that much? Like, after a single, like, sentence? I can, like, restrain myself if that bothers you. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Maybe I can just give my feedback, like, at the end, if I still remember stuff. But I think, like, talking about stuff when they come to mind is, like, the most fresh and reasonable. And I can correct myself later on. Might be. Oh well, let me know what you think. The enemy or die trying, okay. Yeah, like what's your reasons? Why are you saying that?
はい。
一条
I look into her eyes. As ever, her gaze is as sharp as glass and as fragile. Ooh. Aww. She looks fragile like that.
お前と俺は似ているのかもしれない。こんなところだけが。
An urge takes me, and I speak a sort of prophecy.
お前はいずれ力を手に入れるだろう。その力がお前にふさわしい正しきものであることを祈る。
Okay. Interesting. On the way back to our lodgings, I overhear some of the locals talking. Another family's gone missing. This time, it's the Haya kids. Are these the 7 kids?
お待ちください。ここは幕府直轄の施設です。進駐軍の方であっても無許可での立ち入りは認められておりません。
What is he doing? Why he's like... What is going on? Also, did my like... Death Flag episode like got into like truth? So they were talking about kids, so they actually casted the kids that were like going on the boat to catch fishes at the night then. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I didn't show bodies yet, but I feel like that's the case.
だから待て。
Ooh,
触れるな劣等
wow. Oh, it's this place, okay. I thought like he's on the GHQ like headquarters. So he left and came here? Okay.
なんだこの騒ぎは。どいつもこいつもお味噌が腐って手当たり次第にファックし始めたのか。
I love this guy. So he's like a chief scientist here. What the fuck?
俺も入れろ。違います。
Beyond the action.
GHQ の将校が押し込んできました。研究を開示せよと。なーに。
Okay.
こいつはいい。話がいきなり簡単になっちまった。
Good to see you, Sir Rimachi.
お気の短い少佐殿がこう動いてくださるんなら、私はやりたいことだけやってりゃいいってことだね。
入道様、江ノ島より連絡です。
Hello, new character that will probably die in painful death.
おお、来たか。
Oh, that's you. Okay, maybe you will not die a painful death.
もしもしもし、輸送中
いやいや、これは所長殿。いつもながら元気が良いの。どうだな、研究の方は。
Maybe I will start liking this guy. Seems like this chapter will be more about him. Maybe. Well, I mean, he appeared, so that's something.
それどころじゃねえっすよ。 GHQ のファッキンタコどもがなんか群れ出してこっち来てんですけど、これ
Okay.
一体どういうこと？
ほうほう。
俺の研究よこせってザケのボケ殺すぞクソが。俺の大事なハニーにてめえらのフニャチン突っ込む気かよ。白人はでけえだけでパワーが足りねえよでしょ。
What? Isn't this guy Japanese? Why he's calling him like white boys? Or is he referencing GHQ? But this guy is not from GHQ, he's from Shogunate. Okay, I'm confused here. You can clarify it for me in the comments. Maybe I'm like reading it wrong or something. Huh.
そんなんでハニーがオルガするわけねえだろうが。行かねえよ。身の程死ねよ忍ぶとやろう。せめて黒人連れてこいっつの。だからかっか。そこんとこ一つ言わすか。
Visible confusion. I love this guy. What? GHQ? Yeah, so he's talking like this to him, but he means the GHQ. He means the GHQ. Okay. Also, about who's talking? My old lady. What old lady? Is this how he like referencing to his research? Probably. Maybe. Maybe that's like he's calling like you know, like some people like call his research like my baby. Like, yeah, I researched it, this is my baby, I will just like protect it. And maybe he's just like, this is old lady, so like maybe some old research. And then he's like, that, and yeah, let's not put like metaphorical, yeah. Okay, he opened eyes. What's his face? What's his... What's...
軍隊連れてこっち来て。あいつら俺の言うこと全然聞かねえの。脳天どつかねえとダメだこれ。しばらくは警備隊で持ちこたえとくから。その間にヘルプ。超ヘルプめ。
まあ、そういうわけにもいくまいな。
What?
進駐軍と揉め事を起こすわけにはいかぬよ、所長。
Okay.
お主の苦境は察するが、ことには傾聴というものがあるでの。
So we are not going to help him. Okay.
ここは耐え難きを耐え、忍び難きを忍び、GHQ の要望に従うほかあるまいて。餓心昇胆、石の上にも3年の生きぞ。所長、ここは我慢の一手で参ろうよ。
And this face, this is like a face that tells like, I know what I'm going to do to you tonight. Okay, that would, okay. But you see this? This is just the Lenny's face.
さけんなおいこら腐れ坊主。てめえ向けすぎた人みたいな頭してやがるくせに、そんなありか。俺の研究取られちまっていいのかよ。
惜しいの。だが仕方あるまいの。
I don't know, this is supposed to be like serious. And that's funny at the same time. I'm conflicted, what should I feel?
入道様、お茶でもお入れいたしましょうか。
Okay, we have her sprite, so she will die, probably, in like painful death. She gave like These are like for the alcohol. The bottles. What a design! Wow. I like this design. Please survive as long as you can. I like you. Should you have like these monk beads? It's like triple rope. We have like one rope here, one here, and one on the outer layer. And these are interesting. Interesting choice.
もらおうかの。しかし、吉木よ。
Yoshikiyo.
はい。
今日は良い日和だの。
気持ちよく晴れておりまする。
Okay, so she's like apprentice in or something in this temple. I assume he's a general, right, from Shogunate, but he's also a monk. So I assume this is some kind of temple.
所長。切りやがった。あのハゲクボ。俺を切り捨てやがった。
Yeah, pretty much.
貴様がここの責任者か。
He just charged like alone, like through guards and everything? Like, how do you do this? I know he's a major, but... Seriously, no one even tried to stop him? Like, if this is like closed area, they could just like force him to stop. It's not like his status matters here. If GHQ is not allowed here, then they could just use force and stop him. And they have guards, so use them? But also Buta means pig. Lesson number 3. Like here. Buta. And the arrow is like you, so he basically says you pig, something like that. Yeah. Oh, we are like 30 minutes, nice. That was packed like intense. At nightfall, we set out for Enoshima. This time there are no difficulties, and we are able to begin our search just after midnight. We proceed through the gloom, the deep shadows, seeming somehow more sinister than before. I find myself naturally assuming a slow, careful pace.
港様、
Pace,
おいの方
sorry.
針はどのように？
ひとまずは昨夜発見した怪奇な痕跡のある場所へ向かいましょう。新たな異変が見つかるかもしれません。その後、研究所へ。
まっすぐ研究所へ向かった方がよくありませんか？どう考えても確信はそこですし。
それはその通りですけれど、どうせ方角は同じなら少し寄り道をしていっても無益ではないでしょう。
はい。
なるほど。
Okay. The so-called fish hatchery is situated slightly west of the center of the island, at least according to the Rokuhara map that we produced. If the map turns out to be false, then we have to find it ourselves. It therefore makes sense to begin with the anomaly, of whose location we are certain. It may prove useful intel. That said, time is still our primary obstacle. We need to reach our targets as quickly as Pronounce allows. So I feed some spirit into my flagging legs and pick up the pace. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they are in the same field as before. Before long, we came to the blasted field with the strange fluoros as its center. As before, no living things in the inside.
どうしますか？
今日は踏み込みます。
はい。
While I consider it prudent yesterday to avoid the risk, there's nothing more to gain by observing the field from cover. We'll have to chance it tonight. Though only after taking every precaution, of course.
村正、
ええ、
熱源探査を実行。周囲の生命反応を探せ。
Okay, good. Good call.
了解。反応なし。本当に何も。犬猫の一匹すら。
Okay.
そうか。
So the disturbing sense of emptiness we've been following was on the mark. Nothing lives in this place. Desolation of this degree can be explained by the unnatural heat and rapid climate shifts alone. There must be something else at work here.
影明様、
周囲に人はいないようです。調査を行いましょう。可及的迅速に。
ミド、
Muramasa Kinchojo cuts me off, as clear a warning as I've ever heard. I throw up her hands to bring my companions to halt.
村正、どうし。
高熱源反応。何なのこれ。
Okay.
村正、
High temperature. A musha.
高高度熱源反応あり。何か。
Okay.
どこだ。
したよ。
Is this like a volcano or something? Underground. Ground at the center of the blasted field seems to fall away into nothing. A moment later he appears rising from the bowels of the earth like a fiend from the pits of hell. Hello? It is silver, alright, so the rumors were actually true, but didn't said about Kinseigo then. It is silver, yeah. Well, it had like some brown here and stuff, but yeah, it's silver. And it looks huge as fuck. Well, maybe this is just a perspective, but it looks huge.
怪物？
あらあら。
Why she's always so happy? Does she have like any other expression than the three that we saw already?
まあまあ。
Same you. A monster indeed. How else to describe it? Its skin is dark silver. Its shape barely humanoid. And the size of it. It reminds me of a breached whale. Oh, okay. I can't even begin to guess of the sheer tonnage of its frame. Yet despite its enormity, the thing is floating. Surely this can be real. My thoughts are indecipherably jumble. I know what that means. I cannot read that. God damn it. Sometimes like pronouncing stuff is so freaking difficult. And I'm not alone in this.
昔、西村なんとかさんという人があんなものを作ったとか作らないとか。
Yeah, that's freaking huge! They even made a dick for this. And long hands. Like, why would you install this here? Like, why?
あれはドイツで行方不明になったと聞いておりましたがね。
I struggle to wrestle out my stealth brain. There's something I have to do. Danger. This isn't a circus show. Surprise is a luxury I can't afford. Unless it cannot detect you, and you just save here. Something I have to do, but what?
村正、
ミド、
あれは何か。わ、
剣よ。ちょっと風変わりだけど。
Yeah, this is like custom build. This is what they were researching, but I wonder What kind of research? Because it cannot be just a normal tsurugi, right? Like mass produced with like different. I mean, it cannot be normal tsurugi with like different parts only. It have to be have like some kind of hidden weapons or something that makes it more powerful than the mass produced like dragons. That's like the first of the kind, maybe.
剣か。
So I was right. It's tsurugi. In which case,
卵の有無は。
なし。あれは
Okay.
違う。
what you gonna do with this Mido then?
寄生体ではないか。無論銀星号でもない。
Yeah?
ええ、
I'm going to leave it, or you're going to try and stop it somehow? For some reason.
ではここは引くべきだ。な。
Yep, that's what I thought. He don't want to engage with anything that's not Genseigo, basically. And also, this thing is not like directly threatening anyone right now. I mean, this is the... this is a Rokuhara founding, basically, Rokuhara science or something. But it's not something that Minato wants to like chase after. I would say if Ayane would have a Tsurugi by herself, maybe she would like, I don't know, enter Muramasa, whatever. Then she would like to fight this, because this is something that Rokuhara made. She have way different perspective than Minato.
そうね。戦う気はありませんって言ってみる？
I mean, it doesn't necessarily show you yet. The behemoth is looking. Where are its eyes? At us. Okay, okay. It sees us. I feel it's... I feel the weight of its gaze. Something is happening here. Something inconvenient. Trouble? My mind is a fog, so I wait for it to clear. Though all the while, a voice seems to be saying there's no time. Okay, what happened?
これは暑いじゃない寒い
A warm breeze blows past, freezing the core of my body solid. Something's wrong. The wind is taking something from me. This is a weapon.
村正
The spider threads streak through the night, stabbing at the silver giant like javelins. Whenever they inflict damage, I can't say. But the strange wind dies in an instant and freedom returns to my body. I return to my companions and shout.
撤退しろリリエいや片瀬まで戻れ
港さんは
行け
Yeah, he still don't want to show anyone that Muramasa is actually like Tsurugi, that he can like operate and is like true Tsurugi. Yeah, I didn't like make a note out of this, so that would be cool if you can let me know in the comments and remind this to me. Because I think I'm right, but I might be wrong. And I'm just confused. Does Ayane or Otori know about Muramasa? Actually, I feel like they don't know. I think in all that stress and running around all the novels that I've read, that I kind of forgot if he told them about Muramasa or not. But what I get from this is that they don't know. But yeah, he just shown like the metal threads of Muramasa basically shooting out, so I don't know. Yeah, just let me know in the comments if Ayane or Otori knows about Muramasa. Or maybe they just know that he have Tsurugi called Muramasa, and that's all. Maybe they don't know that she's like conscious and she's like a true Tsurugi basically, and he don't want to like show them that by chanting and everything. Maybe. I assume they don't know. I assume they don't know. They know he have Tsurugi, but they don't know this is like a true Tsurugi and everything. Probably. The Captain yanks Ichijo's hand and starts her running, then takes off herself, but not before shooting me at last glance. I return her gaze for a single moment. It will have to suffice. With the fading footsteps at my back, the only sign of the retreat. I face once more the silver giant. It appears unfazed by Muramasa attack. There it is. Also, I never analyzed his chanting. I just realized. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, this is probably analyzing this will be too long. Or demons or slay them with saints, I slay them. So he doesn't care what he slay, he just... So Muramasa goes into him and he pledged basically to kill anything.
剣の断り、ここにあり。剣の断り、ここにあり。鬼に会うては鬼を切る。仏に会うては仏を切る。
Okay, that sounds okay.
さて、始めるぞ。
There's no choice. I had to fight, at least until the others have escaped. My enemy is unlike any I have ever faced, or dared to imagine, but so be it. That's such a cool shot. That's a cool shot. I don't know if it's a good wallpaper. Maybe? Maybe it is. I wonder if I can just make a screenshot of this and make it as a wallpaper. You can always... You probably have like access to the CG or something and you can like bring me on Discord like full resolution of this maybe. Huh. To battle. Let's go. Oh, we have actually animation.
あれが村正か。
Wait, so Major is inside of this thing? Nope.
この
Okay.
倍率ではよくわからんな。もう少し精度の高いフィールドスコープはないのか。聞いているのだが。
ああ、はい。ありませんですよ。うちにある中じゃ、そいつが最新式のやつなんで。
これがか。なるほどな。確かに類人猿の産物にしては上等だ。
Yep.
褒めているのだが。
ああ、ありがとうございますだよ。お褒めに預かり、強烈地獄。
つまらない冗談だな、所長。
ああ、ありがとうございますだよ。お褒めに預かり、強烈地獄。
He's talking about hell, but okay.
荒幅機から通信です。所属不明の武者に対する処置を問うてきていますが。
Okay, so the pilot of this. So this is just some random guy inside.
撃破せよ。
おい、あれはまだ調整段階なんですけど。
最悪、相打ちでも構わん。
Wow. Okay.
構うよ。
現在この研究所の指揮権は私が掌握している。そのはずだが。
いえ。
ああ、殺して。すっげえ殺して。止めどない願いから一つだけ選んで、この野郎殺して。
I like this guy. Whoa! Whoa!
そうしも。
Oh, that was... Oh, wow.
左上腕に警備、性能に支障なし。
Projectile weapons are generally effective against Musha. They lack the precision and power necessary to down a Tsurugi in flight. Are not effective. Okay. However, proponent of their use may make his case by asking one very simple question. If one round isn't enough, then what about 10, 100? In large enough number, firearms can pose a threat to Musha. Take for example the forest of cannons sprouting from the giant Tsurugi's armor. A threat, undoubtedly, still.
かわしきれるつもりだったのだが、闇で間合いを見誤ったか。
違う。こちらの動きが普段より鈍いよ。
Interesting.
先ほどの寒気か。
そう、それ。あれは体内から熱を吸い取る風だった。
Oh,
人としては恐ろしい。
Oh, he depleted his stamina basically. Yeah, he got more tired. Wow, that's actually... Yeah, this is like perfect weapon against Musha. Whoa. If they could like mass produce it, then they would like be dominating force. A Tsurugi requires thermal energy from its pilot to sustain its supernatural powers. A weapon able to drain that energy would indeed be fast way to down enemy Musha. Yeah, we remember how the teacher from Suzukawa? I think Suzukawa, maybe? I don't remember even his name anymore. Yeah, in the first fight we had like he going cold basically, and that's why he fell. So yeah, if they can like mass produce it or at least make like few for like a battalion, for example, they go into the fight and they just use that one machine to like deal with the like enemy forces basically, just suck out the stamina out of them basically, the heat. This is dangerous.
あの風には捕まってはならないということだな。
Yeah, how do you get the like avoid getting cut by wind though?
ええ。鋼鉄である程度は防げるでしょうけれど、過信は禁物よ。
You need some soft padding inside.
承知した。
I fly a wild circle around the target below. Skirting gets likely fled fire and take its back. The enemy does not sit still, of course. It turns with me, trying to keep inside, but it's much too slow. That's so huge. His head is small. Wow. Does his hands are like from his waist? That's an odd design, but it's cool. Okay, I think I'm just like very... I'm not going to say it, but yeah, this lower part is not how it should be on this angle. And apparently this has boobs. As well. I think today is the... yeah, I need more coffee. I mean, like, less coffee. God damn it, I think I'm like over energetic today. God damn it. I take it back again, and then a third time, as it turns once more. With each turn, I draw closer, as though descending a spiral staircase. As the range shrinks, the enemy bulk, imposing enough at the distance, takes on truly monstrous proportions. I began to feel like an ant challenging an elephant. No wonder! But while the proverbial ant was able to fell this elephant with a single bite, yep. I wonder how thick this armor is.
見かけ通りの分厚い鋼鉄ね。
Yeah.
張り子の虎なら良かったのだけど。
So you should use like your railgun probably attack? that would let you like cut deeper probably. But still, it will take enormous amount of stamina from Kagayaki, so... And he's weakened already, so I don't know if you can do that even. Regret of the loss of Muramasa Nodachi blooms fresh in my mind. Oh yeah, Nodachi is the long sword, and they have only the short one. This is precisely the sort of enemy that Massive Blade was designed to defeat.
堅牢な鋼鉄に鈍い足回り。拠点防衛用というところか。
Yeah.
六原も妙な兵器を作ったもの。
I mean, all it have to do is just sit in one place, tank all the attacks, and just suck out the stamina of everyone around. That's all it have to do in the fight. And it's pretty effective, I would say. And it's just a testing phase.
しかし、これで謎はあらかた解けた。
謎？
これだけの大きさの剣だ。しかも研究とあっては、これ一つきりということもなかろう。
Yep.
周辺の海でその処理をしていたとすれば、局地的に気候が変わるほどの温度変化をもたらしたとしても不思議ではない。
Okay, makes sense.
確かにそうね。昔も廃校の始末は鍛冶師の悩みの種だったから。湖に捨てていたらやがて干上がってしまったなんて伝説もあるくらいよ。
I just got idea. Do you remember just before this they said like just dump like spice and like use them as fuel and everything? What if this Tsurugi, because it have ability to suck out the stamina, I think that this is not like a conventional weapon that you can just create. And the people were missing. What if Orokuhara is experimenting on creating something similar to the true Tsurugi that was made by like ancient blacksmiths basically? What if they trying to somehow capture human souls or something inside and force it inside of the Tsurugi? What if this huge thing have like several people inside, you know, like from Full Metal Alchemist, the Philosopher's Stone? And maybe that's why they can like use this wind that can like suck off the stamina and cold. What if that's the case? If that's the case, then this is a terrifying experiment. And pretty significant one at that, because up until this point, no one was able to make true Tsurugi like that. It still would not be a true Tsurugi, but something very close. And maybe they can like get different abilities. Maybe it was just created that way because it's like a test. Maybe they can like give different abilities to different Tsurugis. Maybe this whole experiment is about giving actually an ability to Tsurugi, so like maybe they can like implant it into like other normal Tsurugis, if that's the case. Huh.
そして生態系の破壊はあの風のためだろう。熱量剥奪兵器の実験に供されたとすれば、島の無残極まる荒廃ぶりも理解がつく。いずれにしろ、新兵器のために自然環境を犠牲としたのなら、なんとも割に合わぬ取引だというほかはないな。
True.
ええ。でも必ずしも新兵器ではないのかもしれない。
とは。
外装は今の技術で作られたものね。もちろん。けれど中枢はおそらく古式のもの。
Are you Muramasa trying to tell me that my theory is right?
真打ちよ、巨大な。
maybe I'm not entirely right, but I was right at being like something inside. I see. During the war, Yamato's leaders were obsessed with building larger, more heavily armored warships. There was also talk of forging colossal tsurugi, but they were unable to overcome the many technical difficulties before hostilities ended. It makes sense that this giant predates that effort.
昔はああいうものがあったのか。
言い伝えに聞いたことくらいは、鹿島に眠るという普通の御霊とか、唐国の移転都流とか。でも何より。
Okay. Well, maybe I will have a whole lot of text in the comment section.
あの風。
But let's see what.
私の感覚では、あれはしのぎよ。
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I figured out as well. Only Tsurugi forged by the ancient methods within those Shingan resides the soul of Smith are able to wield Shinogi. If Muramasa's right, then it must be Shinoichi.
しかし、だとすると。
Then beneath these monsters, thick hide is a second layer of armor, one infused with the wisdom of ancients. Yeah, actually, that's true.
切り破れる見込みはないな。
Can't you just like fly here? And depending how small Muramasa is, I don't think we had like any picture that like show us exactly size, but what if she can like just swarm inside of him like here?
残念だけど、鉄量が違いすぎる。
Muramasa, the fleeted tone echoes my thoughts. Not enough steel indeed. Each strike we have landed on the enemy thus far has done nothing but rattle my bones. The difference in mass is simply too great. Speaking of mass, what if we use gravity on this thing? This thing is heavy as hell. Just smash it.
どうするつもり？
許されるな。撤退すべき局面ではある。が、
許されないというの？時間稼ぎなら、もうそろそろいい頃合いじゃない？
どうにも気にかかる。この怪物が俺たちを待ち構えていたとしか思えないこと。
Yeah, maybe I was totally wrong about like infusing other people's souls inside this, but yeah, pretty much figured out that this is actually Shinoichi, so yeah. I'd say I was like 50% right. Yeah. The time it took for this behemoth to engage us was far too short for the encounter to have been coincidence. And then there's the absence of the other enemy forces. If we were unexpected, there would be dragoons swarming out to greet us. What does this
今
mean?
回の件、最初から実に臭い話だったが、どうやらやはり何者か。
これが罠なら、
Oh, sorry.
迂闊な闘争はさらなる窮地へつながる。
その見込みが強い。それに失踪したという彼らのこともある。江ノ島近隣の行方不明事件は単なる夜逃げだろうとあの少年は言っていたが、よりにも
Yeah.
その少年一家が消えたとなると。
I gave him like thousands of death flags in the episode I'm uploading today. When I'm recording this. Not today, when you're watching this. The previous episode.
夜逃げなどではなく、島の異変の一環と見るべきだ。具体的事情は不明だが。
この島の事件を解決するってことは、つまり
That's so
あれを
big.
撃破するってことになりそうだけど。
Yeah, pretty much. And this is huge. Oh, we have like full picture now. These hands are like bigger than his body.
そうだな。それをもって結論とする。
For all our reason and all our logic, we have arrived at the most absurd of propositions. This goes to show how desperate our situation truly is. Also, if this thing have also true Tsurugi inside, then it have to be pretty skinny. Big but skinny. And depending on how much of these arms are actually just attachments. Because if true Tsurugi have like hand here inside of it, then this is like very tiny. It might be big, but it's very tiny inside. Well, it all depends on the scale and how much is just an attachment. Maybe it have like hands like this is maybe true Tsurugi, like to this point, and it's like operating with hands and having this is like this just attachment. Maybe. Well, technical stuff. We'll never get an answer of this. Oh, I'm out of coffee. God damn it. But we are no strangers to desperate situations.
なら手は一つ切り
Gravity? Gravity?
見ろ流れを
Yeah, but gravity.
レールガンか。
Gravity.
ええ私の終わりの太刀でならばどんなものでも断ち切ってみせる
Maybe use gravity instead.
あれが今の凡行だろうと信頼の遺産だろうとどちらでも関係ないどち
I
ら
have a feeling like you will be disappointed. And outclassed in that, Muramasa. I have a feeling like this is the first opponent that will actually survive your ultimate strike. And your new ultimate strike will be Gravity Railgun or something like that. Do I imagine that Muramasa is anxious to repair her own pride? I know better than to assume her confidence falls. The speed and power of Muramasa Railgun are enough to shatter any defense, even the wall of steel looming before us. It would be risky to use it in my weakened state. A single lapse of concentration could see us torn apart by the very forces we've summoned. But then, the danger is always present. No need to fear it now. If there's something to fear, it's...
なぜ
Oh?
あれは剣だ。中に人がいる。
Okay, I see. It's not corrupted by Ginseigo. He don't want to kill innocent people. Yep, this is the mental state of Minato, which blocking him basically from using his full power and abilities against opponent that is not Ginseigo. And it will like probably during the series put him in very dangerous situations.
エンディングを行えば力の加減など効かない。中のしてごと切り
Pretty much, yep. Yep. This is the part of Minato that kinda annoys me, but what can you do? It's like... we know kinda his backstory and how he's like... for some reason, I don't know yet, we didn't have that, forced to kill innocent people that are not related to Ginseigo at all. And he hates it, and yeah, he wants to avoid basically killing anyone that is not infected, basically. So, how do you deal now with it? Gravity? Smash it? If I knew where in that massive frame the cockpit is located, I could walk around it. As it, however, I would be entrusting the pilot fate to the luck. Maybe in the head? Probably. I mean, it's most mobile thing. That would not be a problem if the target were an infected Musha, yeah. I decided years ago to kill them without hesitation or mercy, simply because there is no other way to preventing Ginseigo from multiplying. But there's not the case now. I cannot kill this enemy. Yes, he has sins to pay for. This machine is likely responsible for both the environmental devastation and the disappearance of local townspeople. But this is no reason to believe that I, of all people, have the right to punish him. That right belongs to the courts as defined under the law. Love. My role is to bring the offender to trial, nothing more. Some might argue that vigilantism is necessary in order to punish those who are above the law, like Rokuhara, but I'm a police officer. If only a deputy and not a terrorist. The police exists to save the judiciary. For an officer to take the law into his own hands and commit murder would be unforgivable. It skipped so fast. Let me know in the comments, because it skipped too fast and I didn't saw it. I believe the last one was OG that he have on his mind because he was innocent basically. He didn't, I mean innocent, yeah. He didn't have the egg. He wasn't infected. First one, I didn't really saw what the first one was. The second one seems like being some kind of Musha? Tsurugi? He killed someone in Tsurugi that was not Ginseigo? I don't know. First one could be Yuhi, but I don't know. It went too fast. I just realized the figure of OG at the end. Yeah. If I saw these characters, you can let me know in the comments like which characters he just reminded to himself. If I still didn't saw these two characters, because this is entirely possible I didn't saw them and they're like from the past that we didn't saw, then don't tell me this. But yeah, would be cool to know. I like this little like details. How do we defeat this monster without our ultimate weapon? With gravity? Even if it's possible, my brain needs time to devise a solution. Time that the enemy does not intend to give me. Oh? Also, okay, this shit have like a lot of guns. What the hell? I just like realized that. Wow. I wonder if this is like some kind of like ultimate laser of death. Probably not. Probably a weak spot. Yeah, pretty obvious one. Or maybe not. A new cannon swivels towards us like a hungry snake tracking its prey. Its barrel is short and slender, a far cry from the imposing bulk of the Gatling guns that have chased us across the sky. And yet... Yeah? The moment it sets its sights upon us, my skin surges with terror. Yeah, what kind of power it have?
所長、君の記憶能力では覚えきれないようだから改めて通告するが。
竜気砲だよ。発信砲っていやあんたらにもわかるか。
Vibro Cannon。
バイブロカノン。確かにその兵器構想は耳にしたことが。
I did not。
クルスのメタルエコーを応用した兵器だとか。
Crux Metal Echo as a weapon. And thanks to the comments under like 2 episodes ago, I think. I mean, under the end of the episode 3. I know he's talking about Tsurugi. Thank you for that. I'd be so confused if I would like read that and like, why are you mentioning the racing Cruxes? Like, what? Great job. I'm not being confused here. Crux Metal Echo.
ああ、武者の緊張状を受けると体表が小刻みに振動するだろう。その現象を攻撃に利用できないかっつう愉快発想から研究が始まって、その結果ごく程度の緊張状を収束して発信すると標的を瞬間的に加熱燃焼させることが可能だって判明したわけさね。うちでそいつを実用化したのがあの竜気砲。
Oh! I have it noted as well, okay. I just forgot about this note. For a second I was thinking about what's the metal echo, but yeah, I have it like noted as well. This is Kinchojo. Okay, so that was also in the comments, so good job. I just didn't like check my notes right now. That's fine, okay. So they basically attack with sound?
Dragon Breath か。なるほどな。しかし大したものだ。あれは我が軍では機動兵器の決定力たる搭載武装として研究がなされたが、電力供給と小型化の問題が解決せず頓挫したと聞く。
Yeah, you just have to build a fortress that can use it.
それを機動兵器の方を大型化することで解決するとは素晴らしく大雑把な手法だ。島国の未開人なればこそだな。我々文明人であれば、
Wow.
冗談に
He so don't like Japanese.
しまうところだ。感激するのは良いが、騒がしいのは困るな。
そう見えんのかよ。
Not really.
南国の独特な風習に基づく感情表現など興味
Wow.
お家帰りて部屋にこもって殺害妄想にふけりて。あ、流れ星、神様お願い、こいつ殺して殺して殺して、届け僕の一途な願い。
I like this guy.
あのデカブツは曲がりなりにも剣だろう。だが一体いかなる方法で誕生したのだ。あそこ
Yeah, this is the ancient one.
そいつは俺も知らねえ。あれ兵装を整えたのは俺らだが、ベースは違うからな。
ほう。
この島の南西の端に岩屋がある。富士山の風穴に通じてるだの、遊行したまう神の道だの、いろいろと曰くなる洞穴なんだが、あれはその奥で発見されたもんだ。8年前、民族学の調査団にな。もっとも現地人の間じゃ相当昔から語り伝えられてたらしいけど。
8 years.
お見写しとか言ってたかな。意味はわかんねえ。島の連中が言うこともまちまちだ。
Omyutsushi. I don't know as well.
で、そいつを調べてみたところ、数百年か下手すると1000年以上前に作られた武者に着せる剣だってことが判明したわけよ。まあみんな驚いたわ。
Okay.
剣の上に剣を重ねるなんつう発想は前代未聞だったからな。ともかくそいつは六原の管轄に移って竜騎兵用強化外装の名で研究が始まって。
So this thing have like 3 tsurugis at one point. I mean, it's like the Musha in Tsurugi inside in like in Dragoon, and this is packed inside the true Tsurugi, which is like this giant, and then this giant is like packed into the armor that's like big ass giant basically. So this is like 3 layers of armor. This is sick.
けど結局製造法はわからんかった。しゃあないからこの一機だけでも運用してみるかってんで、そっちの研究をした結果、あれができたと。
なるほど。おおよそ理解した。
そらようご存した。
要するに何もわからないということだな。内容のない説明を感謝する。大変に無駄な時間を過ごした気分だ。
うわーい、なんかだんだん楽しくなってきたよ俺。人間どこまで殺意を抱けるのか挑戦してる感じ。
Muramasa is always surprising. It's always surprising. I cannot comment on that.
今度は何をやるのだ。
ん？ああ、拡散竜気砲だな。
Okay, some new attack. What the fuck's that?
さっきのやつと同じね。損傷は軽微。けれど、ほぼ全身。
Okay. My entire body is tingling where the enemy waves scorch my skin. But though I couldn't evade the attack, the wider area seems to have diminished the effect. It was barely a hot shower compared to the last blast, which turned my left arm into a useless char. Oh shit.
これはどういう兵器なのだ。
私にわかるわけないでしょ。ただ、緊張状を利用しているのは確かよ。
Yeah. It defies belief that the standard means of Musha to Musha communication could be employed into this manner. I've heard that Okuhara was attempting to develop anti-Musha weaponry, such as a working railgun. That project failed. Could this be one that succeed? I've never heard of any making it to deployment. I mean, it's still testing phase and you established that as well by yourself, so... I forced my pain-racked body to flee higher into the sky, narrowly avoiding the fusillade of gunfire. Gunfire?
さすがに連射は効かないようだな。
Pretty much, yeah. Did Muramasa always had that weird thing like here in the front? What is that? Was it always there? Maybe I just don't realize it because from the perspective.
不幸中の幸いね。火あぶりにされる罪人の顔へ巻く布かもしれないけれど。
それはどういう例えだ。
Pretty much.
聞かない方が賢明よ。息が萎えるから。
Okay.
それよりどうするの？
鋼鉄の脆弱な箇所を探してつくつもりだったが。
Even the mightiest Tsurugi will necessarily have structural weakness. The joints, which must be soft and flexible to allow the pilot freedom of movement. Aiming for this is fundamental of Musha combat. Yeah, like I said, just go inside of knee or something. True. The beast before us is like no Tsurugi I've ever encountered. But surely it has one or two vulnerabilities to exploit. The problem is... Yeah, it has a lot of guns. And it's shooting again this fire breath.
不本意な予測ね。否定できないのはもっと不本意よ。
This is going to be a long episode. But I think like stopping before this fight it would not make justice for this episode. I feel like this fight just had to be included in this episode. Because I talked too much, I think. I talked too much and wasted too much time. I should talk less, maybe. Just give like my small thoughts, not like fully fleshed like weird things like now. God damn it, why I'm doing that. Small though it might be, the cannon is fully capable of vaporizing us with one shot. Against such a weapon, we can't afford to waste time poking about. Yeah, like sooner or later it will hit you. It doesn't matter how good you are with avoiding it. We need to end this battle quickly and decisively. Easier said than done.
後にしろ。今足を落とせばいい的だ。
Okay. I already know the sensation of 1,000 needles stabbing to my flesh. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Very good call. Very good call. Regeneration would do nothing if you like get hit again. He would just like use more stamina. If you just regen something and it will be hit again, then you have to like regen it again. That doesn't make sense. In this situation at least. Emusha can supply his Tsurugi only with so much energy. Expanding it to heal my wounds will reduce our speed and mobility.
足には苦痛の感覚がある。何も感じない左腕に比べれば軽傷ということだろう。
Wow.
二度終わりの執行。
却下。
Yeah, he don't want to kill a person inside. What if you just, like, use gravity? Okay, if you don't want to use gravity, then use raid gun to just cut off its leg or something and immobilize it, basically. Make it fall on its face.
なら撤退すべきよ。
And then finish it.
却下。
The children might die.
あなたが死ぬ。
お前が案ずることではない。
Actually, if you die, the Muramasa dies too, so she might be a little bit concerned about that. I deliver a single-handed blow. As expected, it fails to cleave through the armor, which has taken full power strikes with barely a scratch. Oh, that was a lot of guns.
策があるの？
There's so many good CGs that just like flashing by. I hope later on, if like when I unlock the CG gallery, basically, how I know there's a CG gallery, you may ask, because apparently in the file folder of Muramasa I found like there's like instruction how to play Muramasa. Like, who the fuck made this? Instruction to play visual novel, come on. And it was a screenshot where you have like button for gallery. And I asked on Discord about that, and apparently it shows up when I finish the game. So yeah. So I hope there will be like all the CGs I can see there. If not, then well, I will just like pause the videos and just make screenshots if I want to have them. But yeah, you don't have to like pause them or anything. It's just like they're like cool to look. I don't answer, choosing instead to spend the breath on another attack. I strike again, to no effect. Again. Again. Is he attacking the same spot over and over? Might be. If he's attacking the same exactly spot, then he might get breakthrough at some point, because he's just like, you know, weakening the spot. Now Muramasa understands. The giant's gunfire is growing scattered. Proof that the pilot is losing composure. Oh, okay. I keep up this assault, knowing that each strike exacts a further toll on his nerves. He must be tired of trying to track my swift, erratic movements. I no longer feel precise aim behind every shot. Rather than, he seems to have adopted a spray and spray tactic, filling the air with a voice in the hope that it will place myself in front of one. And since... yeah, these are guns, so he's not like wasting his stamina for that. Yeah, that's another thing I thought about right now. This is way more practical Tsurugi than the Muramasa or other like Shinoichi. Like, it have guns which can like work against pretty much everything beside of like probably true Tsurugis. It can work probably on like dragoons. It's like at least a little bit. This is a fortress, and it have a cannon that is made from Kinchojo, the metal echo, which I assume takes much less of the stamina than using the Shinogi. Because Kinchojo is just like, you know, just a telecommunication waves basically. And it shouldn't like draw a lot of energy from the user, so it's so good made for like long lasting fight, you know? It just don't waste any stamina and it just keep attacking. His change of tact evinces confidence in his machine invulnerability. Why should he try so hard to down an enemy who can't even chip his armor? It's time. I spiral into the air, putting the silver monster back right below me. Then sit my blade and dive. In the blink of an eye, I enter striking range. And swing to the enemy front.
標的至近
Cannon struck us as we slide past. No longer where we were a moment ago. I ignore them, setting my sights instead on the smaller but far more lethal counterpart. I'm certain the enemy pilot realized this mistake instantly. Too late. If this weapon poses the greatest threat, it will be silenced. Then I was silenced at first. Is this like some kind of radar or something? Here. What's that bullshit? What have you done? Okay, now he's using Shinogi probably. Like the power. Yeah, Shinogi.
そんな
We've stopped. No. Something has us.
はいはい、聞かれる前に言うよ。あれは AI フィールド。
What is this? Is this Mavlov alternative again?
電磁場の作用で敵機の動きを止めるっつう防御兼攻撃補助用の武装ですだ。
If this is like the magnetic field, I think Muramasa can deal with it. Muramasa should just now activate Shinogi, manage the electromagnetic field around her, and just pass by it.
聞いていない。
Should be easy for her.
ああ、そうかよ。
これは時期
Yeah, you are like perfect match for this.
そんなものまで
It can't even control magnetic fields. It's hard to believe, but the power holding us now is indeed that with which Muramasa is so familiar. An electromagnetic field in one of considerable strength. Brute force won't break us free. So this is not a Shinogi, this is just another system, god damn it. This is so perfect machine.
見ろ
We are staring down at the barrel of the enemy main gun, the very weapon I intended to destroy. But that plan has failed spectacularly, and now my head is on the chopping block. Unless we can escape within the next few seconds, death is inevitable. But escape seems a distant hope. The fear has my limbs in a grip of iron. How to break the magnetic? I mean...
エンチャント
Yeah? I draw up a field of like polarity and nullify the binding force, breaking free a split second before cannon fires. The torrent of energy grazes my sight, filling my nostrils with the scent of death, and I run, keep running, desperate to put as much distance as possible between us and that infernal weapon. The enemy's new defensive measure has rendered all my plans suicidal. I need range, time to think of a new strategy. To continue battle as it would be like playing poker with my hand face up on the table, and that of course is precisely what my enemy desires.
一度深入りすると逃げる時が難儀だな
Pretty much.
本当にねしかも稚拙な芸に一杯食わされた屈辱の負けまでついてるし最悪よ
稚拙か
Paper tin.
あの図体であの程度の時期でしょ話にもならないあんなもの造作なく切り破ってみせる物分かりの悪い視点がいらない手加減をやめてくれたら
Yep. I sympathize with Muramasa's frustration, but I cannot do as she asks. This enemy has no connection to Ginseigo, killing him is not an option. There must be another solution, some method of getting past both the cannon and the
あの
barrier.
磁場に捕まらない方法はないか
それは難しいでしょうねあの磁場の中で同極の磁気を発生させると外側に弾かれることは今証明したわけだし
Yep.
速力での突破も見込みがない。となると、あとは磁場を発生させている力が尽きるのを待つくらいじゃないかしら。
And waiting until he like lose all his energy will take like forever.
磁場を発生させている。
と言っても、あれはしのぎじゃないから、熱
Yep.
量は関係ないし。
Yeah, pretty much.
熱量
Energy, something is powering the barrier. Electricity most likely. And I imagine the same goes for the damned canal. But where is it coming from? Are there batteries somewhere in this colossal frame? Or is it drawing power from outside source somehow? Yeah, that's actually a good question. I never thought about that. If the former, then its juice will eventually run out. Wait him out, is that the answer?
ミド、
Muramasa breaks her silence as I'm about to do the same. Judging by her tone, she too reached the same. She reached some
気
conclusion.
づいたのだけど、どうも敵の戦い方はおかしくない？
どういうことか。
最初のあの風を思い出して。あれは熱量を奪うしのぎ。
Yeah, the Shinogi. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. In this like whole fight, I forgot that we saw Shinogi of that before, like throwing that cold from. This episode goes too long.
さっきも言ったと思うけど、武者相手には極めて有効な攻撃よ。
Yes,
それをどうして一度きりしか使わ
that's
ない
actually a very good question. Very good point. With a weapon like that available to him, there should be no need for the enemy to fill the air with lead. If I were him, I would drain out energy until we could barely fly, then blast us from the sky with concentrated fire. It's the obvious place, so why doesn't
しの
he?
ぎは多大な熱量を消耗するからか。いや、だがあの巨体を曲がりなりにも寄港させるだけの熱量は保有しているのだ。
ええ、
あのしのぎは武者には効かぬということか。
Oh,
鋼鉄の守りを破るだけの威力を欠くと。
so that's why it's still in like prototype, because it works only on like people, like on human without Tsurugi. Okay. Yep, that needs a lot of work then.
そう。そう考えるでしょ。それでまた疑問に突き当たるの。そんなしのぎが何の役に立つわけ？
Yep. Also, wait. No, I'm wrong. It's not the... Shinogi is the power of the Tsurugi. This is not something that they created, so... Yeah, that's actually a good question, because... Tsurugis, like Shinoichi, were made for war and everything, and this is like a bastion. So... Why it have Shinogi that doesn't work against Musha? Yeah, that's a very good question actually. Was it designed for use expressly against unarmored targets? A target that massive with armor that thick? Surely not.
どう思う？ミド。
敵のあの巨体、単純に考えて通常の剣より膨大な熱量を必要とするはずだな。
ええ、それはおそらく間違いない。よほどの名工の鍛造だとしても、桁違いの熱量をしてから奪っていく収納になってしまっているはず。そこも不思議なのだけど。
そこにしのぎを当てはめる。あれは足りぬ熱量を外部から補うための力なのではないか。
I got it! I got it! I got it! The fuel! Use the spice as fuel! Oh my god, it's draining the energy from prisoners! There's someone from probably like in underground maybe, or somewhere like in the proximity, and it constantly just drawing like energy, like the heat, the calories from people that are not armored. to constantly operate, to support the pilot basically. Well, the kids are dead. Probably froze to death.
そういうこと。あの風は生物の熱を奪い取る。
Yeah!
攻撃ではなく補給のためのしのぎ。
だとすれば方策は定まる。今、奴には補給源がない。手近にいるのは剣に守られた俺のみ。島の生命力はほぼ枯渇している。
I have a feeling like I will have to actually split this episode into two. This is way too long. I don't want to make 2-hour episode. So you may have like somewhere in the middle the split and you have like this episode now. I don't know yet.
持久戦に持ち込めば熱量欠乏は避けられないということね。
I wonder if Minato will figure out that, yeah, kids will be dead.
あの砲と磁場も持久戦には適さない。おそらく。
He'll probably think about that, like, the kids are missing. And he's like, oh shit!
なら
戦い方を変えたな。
He seems to change tactics, and I think we'll see the rest of the fight in the next episode. So it will be one episode, but I will just stop in the middle of fight, because I think like this is basically phase 2 of the boss fight, and we'll see the phase 2 in like next episode. I will see if my deathflux ratio just increased or decreased, and yeah. Anyway, that was a great episode. Holy shit, that was so good. Didn't expect that there could be Tsurugi like that. I didn't expect that, so this is great. This is great. Anyway, I don't have much to talk because I've talked mostly during the episode. All I have to say is thank you for watching the episode with me, and I will see you in the next one. So leave a comment down below what you think about the episode, leave a like, and sub if you still did not sub, because you apparently like the series, if you are still watching this since episode 1. Anyway, thank you, and for now Pocket Watch is going out.